gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the West Virginia University Eberly College of Arts and Sciences graduating class of 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of our national anthem, sung by Sarah Nail, doctoral candidate of vocal performance in the College of Creative Arts.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may all be seated. Good afternoon. Let's try that one more time. Good afternoon. Okay. Afternoon also to all of you who are not only here today, but viewing the ceremony live on the webcast from around the world. I welcome you to the Eberly College of Arts and Sciences commencement ceremony as WVU celebrates its 144th commencement exercises. I am Bob Jones, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of Eberly College of Arts and Sciences. Let me begin today by thanking the families and friends of the graduates. Many of you have traveled great distances to share this special moment. Your sacrifices and commitments to your loved ones and to West Virginia University are deeply appreciated. We are proud to count you as members of the Mountaineer family. Will the faculty and grads please join me in a round of applause for those who have provided us with so much love and support. Graduates, congratulations on earning a degree from West Virginia University. This major achievement is an important beginning for a lifetime of learning and a rich and rewarding career. No doubt your experiences here have provided intellectual and personal growth and new relationships that will last a lifetime. You are now a member of a proud community that is truly the heart of WVU and is the university's largest and most diverse college, with over 60 different degree programs, and you are adding to our diversity. Here are a few stats about your graduating class. Eberly College has 1,453 students graduating today. These candidates represent 1,101 bachelor's degrees, 303 master's, and 49 doctoral degrees. 53% are women, 47% are male. How about that? 54 graduates hold international citizenship representing 43 nations. Of the undergraduate students, you've been very successful. 34% of you will graduate with honors. Of those receiving degrees today, the youngest is 20, and the oldest recently celebrated her 66th birthday. Graduates, let's reflect for a moment on what you've accomplished at WVU and why it's important. Think back to your coursework. I want to ask you to think about this. Ask yourself why each of you took courses in humanities, science, mathematics, social sciences, and you included courses that address culture, language, creativity, innovation. This smorgasbord of learning was not just meant to hone technical skills, though you did learn some technical skills, and they are certainly important. Nor was this diversity of courses meant to just build specific sorts of job-related knowledge, though that's important too. Instead, these courses and the many learning experiences you had outside of the class were meant to hone your abilities to know what questions to ask, to seek information pertaining to your question and analyze its value, to compare and contrast different sources of information or different ideas, and most important of all, to use these abilities to create your own opinions and draw your own conclusions. You've had a great deal of practice with writing and speaking as well, which have honed your communication skills. So thinking and communicating. These are the core values of an arts and sciences degree, and I would argue are the most important skill sets you have developed. You may not fully realize it now, but experience tells me that with these skills, plus your hard work, and plus the WVU brand, are going to play important roles as you pursue your life goals and careers. Now, we know your degree was not a given. You had to work hard. You had to trust the faculty and your classmates. There are many hours of studying going late into the night, and hard as it was to do, you had to set aside your smartphone and down at least now and then to study. And for many of you, there was work outside of the university to make ends meet. You did all of this to meet your own personal learning objectives. We in the Eberly College are very proud of your accomplishments, and we have high confidence in your future success. I now ask the audience to join me in congratulating you, the Eberly College of Arts and Sciences, class of 2013. With us today are several distinguished guests, including members of the West Virginia University Board of Governors and the university's senior leadership. I will ask them to please stand as their names are called and remain standing. And audience, work with me here. Please hold your applause until all of them are recognized. Here goes. James Clements, President of West Virginia University. Fred King, Vice President of Research and Economic Development. John Campbell, Associate Provost for Information Technology and Chief Information Officer. And Bob Griffith, Associate Professor of Medicinal Chemistry in the School of Pharmacy and faculty representative on the WVU Board of Governors. Thank you. Academic officers of the Eberly College are also in attendance. Will our associate deans, assistant deans, chairs, and directors please rise and be recognized? And graduates, so important to the completion of the degree, are the faculty of Eberly College of Arts and Sciences. Will all of our faculty please stand and be recognized? And we would also like to recognize graduates who have served this nation with valor and sacrifice. The red, white, and blue cords these students wear today are a tribute to their selfless service. We also honor faculty and staff who have served. Let's thank them all for the dedication and commitment they and their families have given. We have a reasonably long ceremony today, and out of respect for all of the graduates, I ask you please to stay seated through the ceremony to the end. And it's a very exciting end, so you want to see it. At this time, I would like to welcome WVU President Jim Clements and Faculty Senate Chair Michael Mays to the podium as we recognize a very special alumna who is with us today, receiving an honorary degree. Dr. Michael Mays, WVU Faculty Senate Chair and Eberly Professor for Outstanding Teaching in the Department of Mathematics, will introduce this year's honorary degree recipient. Dr. Mays represents our exceptional WVU faculty who influence our nation's progress through teaching, research, and service. President Clements will confer the honorary degree.
Dr. Jenny Hunter-Severa has distinguished herself as a leader in the pharmaceutical and biotechnology industries. Dr. Hunter-Severa, who holds 15 patents, founded Hunter & Associates, a consulting firm that finds integrative solutions to complex problems in the life sciences arena. Her previous experience includes founding both the Biotic Network and Blue Sky Laboratory and heading the Center for Environmental Biotechnology at the E.O. Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. She served for 10 years as the president of the University of Maryland Biotechnology Institute. More recently, she was executive vice president at RTI International. She earned her bachelor's degree in biology and her master's degree in microbial ecology at WVU before going on to receive her doctorate from Rutgers University. She's recognized as a leader in her field, having served as president of the Society for Industrial Biotechnology, the International Marine Biotechnology Association, and the U.S. Federation of Culture Collections. She has chaired 3 National Research Council committees and served as senior editor of the Journal of Industrial Microbiology and Biotechnology for 10 years. Dr. Hunter-Severa has remained supportive of her alma mater through connections with biology, Native American studies, and women in science programs. Dr. Hunter-Severa has excelled as a scholar and a leader. We are pleased to present her with an honorary degree as part of West Virginia University's commencement exercises. Mr. President, I present Dr. Jenny Hunter-Severa.
Jenny Hunter-Severa, in recognition of your distinguished career and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. In testimony thereof, I hand you this diploma and cause you to be invested with this hood. Honorary degrees are very special designations given only to those individuals with outstanding records of service, dedication, and leadership. West Virginia University is awarding 4 honorary degrees this weekend to Dr. Vince Anito, Dr. Jed DiPaolo, Dr. Helen Holt, and Dr. Ken Kendrick. It is now my pleasure to welcome Dr. Jenny Hunter-Severa to the podium for a brief response.
And it will be brief because we really get down to the real business, which is conferring those degrees. I want to begin by thanking the university and Eberly College for their honor and tribute to my career. I also thank the Lord, for this is a blessing indeed. President Clements does not know that the day he called to tell me about this, I had received some pretty bad personal news. And I thought, wow, I have to get through this challenge. And then his phone call came. And I thought, this is amazing. You get bad news and you get good news in about 2 minutes apart. So sometimes life works in mysterious ways. You know, there's this song, right, that everybody knows, Country Roads, Take Me Home. But there's also roads of education, which you have all been on recently. And this road is going to open doors, make you see, not only with your eyes, but with your heart and your faith, provide opportunities for you, new experiences, and in my case, I found out who I was and translated that into I am. I am Jenny. I am a scientist. I'm a mother of 7 children. I'm a wife, okay? I am, and I want you to remember that you are, so you can say I am. They say that Eberly College is the heart of West Virginia University, and this hat's gonna fall off. I can probably throw it now, right? But it's really I ask, I guess, what's the heart of Eberly? It is the students, it is the faculty, and the administration, all working together as one to make this a great experience for you. So I want to thank Eberly College for always being all that it can be. Now, I stand up here representing the past and the present. You are gathered here today representing the present and the future. Yes, my generation accomplished a lot, but we also left a lot of problems for all of you to solve, such as pollution of the environment, food safety and security, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, obesity from our quick life that we live, and how to survive and thrive in not only a global economy, but how do you compete in social media that happens so fast today? How can you use it? So if I had a crystal ball, I could talk about your future, but I don't have a crystal ball. However, I'm going to leave you with a few road guides, okay, to consider as you leave WVU and embark upon your life's journey. I would like you to live each day as it's your last day and love like there's no tomorrow. Every moment counts, whether it's good or bad. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, failure is a part of the formula for success, and I could probably spend hours talking about my failures. Never underestimate your capabilities, but never underestimate your competition either. Don't be afraid to expand your comfort zone. I'd like all of you to stretch beyond where you are today and then stretch again. You should always expect the unexpected, like the 40-minute drive from the Hampton Inn to the Coliseum today. Because the more you try to be in control, the more you lose control. You have a roadmap, you have a destiny, and I do think that you all will succeed if you go with the flow. Never forget where you came from. This is your foundation, and it will give you strength from which to build and go forward. Just as your parents gave you roots, lots of love, and wings, your education has done the same thing for you. To go far, and in my mind, FAR stands for F, being flexible, A, being accountable, and R, responsive. You choose wisely those words you're going to say when you deal with people on the outside, because what you say with intent may not be received the same way. So if you're going to go far, choose your words carefully, but always be flexible, accountable, and responsive. So in closing, I want to say we're all mountaineers. I am now part of this university, and what President Clements and Dean Jones probably did not know is that I wanted to stay here and get a PhD. And my advisor said, you've been here for 2 degrees already. It's time for you to fly. Go and learn elsewhere. Now, I wish they were alive today because I could say, yippee, I finally got that degree I wanted. So I encourage you to be mountain strong by always believing in yourself. Just as these mountains have given so much to us, energy, water, food, and shelter, it's now your turn to give to the world. I know you all will be successful. Parents, be proud of your children, for they believed in you. And children, be proud of your parents because they believed in you. So in closing, I'll say God bless you all. Bless this great university and the great state of West Virginia. Congratulations to the class of 2013. I wish you the very best that life has to offer and luck in all your endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sarah Nail, who will sing My Home Among the Hills, composed in 1963 in honor of West Virginia's centennial celebration by Clarksburg native Mr. E.W. James.
There's a land of rolling mountains where the sky is blue above, and though I may roam, I hurry home to the friendly hills I of flashing streams, and joy in fields of daffodils. Laughter through the happy valleys of my home. Among the hills.
At this time, I ask Dr. Valerie Lastinger, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies, and Dr. Chris Pline, Associate Dean and Interim Director of the School of Social Work, to come forward and assist with the diploma distribution to degree candidates. Our orator today for the presentation of degree candidates is Bill Nevin, Director of Communications for the WVU Foundation and the voice of the Pride of West Virginia. And the Bill will be assisted by Associate Dean Tina Lavelle. I invite President Clements to join me for the presentation of degree candidates. We will begin with a special recognition. On November 24th, 2012, John Robert Venturino, a sociology and anthropology major, passed away after a valiant battle with cancer. Education was Robbie's dream. His love of learning and his leadership and service in 4-H were inspirational to many. Here to accept and acknowledge the fulfillment of Robbie's dream are his mother, Tammy Mosley, and stepfather, Gary Mosley.
Richard Thomas, Chair of Biology, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Biochemistry, Bachelor of Arts in Biology, and Bachelor of Science in Biology. Lanny Jonathan Meadows. Christopher Ryan Oldaker. Ryan Michael Alpino. Brooke Charlton Andrews. Alexandria Jordana Ashraf. Parisa Azir. Bradley Chase Beach. Brandon Scott Beckner. Bradley Wayne Belcher. Jordana Nicole Bowser. Danica Brown. Krista Jolie Bryan. Jordan Alex Burns. Kevin Allen Clark. Kevin Michael Collins. Alexandria Danielle Cremines. Kirsty Lynn Cutlip. Megan Laurel Davis. Amanda Dawn Delegati. Amanda Lynn Dilda. Caitlin Bridget Dodsworth. Michael Allen Ebert. Alexis Jean Emsch. Michael Brian Evans. Amber Stephanie Forisi. Elizabeth Blair Goodall. Erin Nicole Gould. Mark Guiney. Brianna Chantel Gwynn. Robert Justice Hallbritter. John Winifred Hall IV. Rebecca Jane Hartman. Casey Shannon Hatfield. Alexandra Corin Higginbotham. Corbin David Hilling. Daniel Mohammed Hossein. Stacy Ray Komerick. George Jebrin Karam. Arisha Nadim Khan. Brian Lester Labus. Justin Cole Lego. Andrew Joseph Licata. John David Lindsay IV. Nathaniel Che Linville. Kevin Olympus. Eva Christine Marshall. Justin Michael Matthias. Adara Ray McCarty. Kurt William Mills. Carly Elise Mogan. Alexis May Morell. Huyen Nguyen. Darren Earl Nichols. Alessandra Michelle Pachili. Akil Karen Patel. Kushali Patel. Malachi Matthew Plaktan. Rebecca Louise Proctor. Nicole Marie Riccatelli. Sarah Lynn Robinson. Rebecca Ann Russell. Lutfi Sakal. Adele May Schaefer. Chelsea Lee Scott. Emma Catherine Sculthorpe. Sardar Momin Shakan. Macy Jo Sheehan. Taylor Marie Simmerman. Amanda Jane Stratton. Galadu Suba. Stephen George Sutton. Maybe Catherine Swain. Arthur Adam Thurdicus. John Zachary Vance. John James Walsh, Jr. Chelsea Nicole Ward. Andrew Zephaniah Waybright. Jonathan Allen Waybright. Jordan Bruce Ween. Rachel Marie Whitehair. Zachary James Willison Headley. Jessica Marie Wilson. Brooke Lee Wright. Michael Hendricks. Mark Daniel Carter. Harry Finkley, Professor of Chemistry, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees in Chemistry. Tanya Ahmad. Rachel Lynn Aubel. Lucas Alfonso Bracero. Nicholas Burak. Jessica Ann Carr. Mariah Clarissa Gabrielle Ellington. Matthew Edward Evans, Jr. Karen Emma Freeman. Stephen Joseph Holonich. James George Jurak. Mark Charles Kennemund. Chelsea Marie Kirby. Danielle E. Kirby. Sergeant Jacob Robert Lambuth. Karen Marie Mukali. Christopher Andrew McBride. Shripad Balasubramanian Sharma. Jonathan Michael Turner. Alexa Christine Weir. Emily Michelle Wintz. Thomas Douglas Wright. Matt Martin, Chair of Communication Studies, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies. Jennifer Jean Abel. Carly Nicole Ackerman. Benjamin Robert Alkire. Riyad A. Al-Rahan. Sean Aquadro. Vitangelo Rocco Bettetto. Ashley Lorraine Burris. Asia Bussey. Lauren Carter. Jenna Cole. Zachary Adam Collings. Kevin Matthew Crow. Diana DeLoro. Christine Elizabeth Devlin. Erin Fish. Hillary Diane Foster. Joshua Craig Friend. Thomas Jackson Gray. Alexander James Hall. Philip D. Henry III. Kelsey Taylor Jackson. Matthew L. Jacob. Alexis Victoria Cruel. Christine Marie Christen. Kevin D. Malerick. Joshua Michael Mansberry. Patrick Sean McCowan. Kenzie Ann Norman. Kathleen Rose Paris. Matthew Ryan Payne. Emily Renee Pittman. Nicholas Anthony Rafa. Samantha Lee Zamansky. Daniel Paul Tashiro. Cody James Taylor. Jennifer Lynn Workman. Joseph Ben Zielinski. And now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Jerry Paul Cosby. Joshua Robert Cooper. Azadine Essaye. Christopher Greff. David Lauren LeClaire. William Reese, Professor of Economics, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Jasmine Nicole Dobbs. Musab Omar Hindi. Ryan Scott Travis. Steve William White. Tim Sweet, Associate Chair of English, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in English. Bryce Andrew Barnett. Natalie Bartlett. Chelsea Dawn Books. Elizabeth Faith Bauer. Leanne Nichelle Butcher. Natalie Ann Carpini. Amanda Jane Clark. Samantha Suzanne Krieger. Caitlin Marie Davis. Robert Michael Devonshire. Melissa Christine Furone. Kelly Jo Fondell. Andrea Kayla George. Caitlin Elizabeth Hoff. Lily Dale Holes. Emily Beth Hugert. Erica Elizabeth Johnson. Julia Faith Kurtz. Chelsea J. LaRue. James Alexander Mead. Travis Duane Mersing. Charles Michael Mullins. Angel A. Nanine. Teresa Elizabeth Parlett. Earl Linwood Partlow III. Peter Brian Rondi. Justin Michael Sears. Alexis Blair Smith. Caroline Schved. Jamie Ray Van Kirk. Kevin James Walden. Matthew Clark Welch. Daniel Patrick Wood. Zachary Weed. Jeffrey Preston Yateman. Tiffany Marie Zerby. Kyle Edward Hewitt. Keith Morris, Director of Forensic and Investigative Science, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Forensic and Investigative Science. Michael Robert Brennan. Danielle Marie Kress. Cassandra Ellen Cushman. Matthew Scott Davis. Treg Anthony Deal. Zachary Joseph Dorberzinski. Kelsey Marie Ellison. Jenna Izarek. Quentin Thibault Gautier. Zimberly Ann Gibson. Emily Gill. Chelsea Morgan Johnson. Katrina Marie Koenig. Erin Lee Lindsay. Chelsea Caitlin Marshall. Gregory Cuban Matthias. Brittany Lauren Meeder. Kelly D. Miller. Sarah Ann Mills. Nurhadaya Mohammed Khalil Kasaya. Taylor Alexander Moreland. Ashley Marie Mersak. Ashley Palick. Letitia Tamika Ratley. Marie Lynn Rumbaugh. Jamie Shakora. Ellen P. Schuler. Lisa Ann Scandalise. Amanda Lee Sousey. James Franklin Tuckweiler. Danielle Elise Wathier. Katrina Marie Weimer. Ashley Marie Wright. Brittany Danielle Zensick. Steve Kite, Chair of Geology and Geography, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Geology, the Bachelor of Arts in Geography, and the Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Geoscience. Eric Michael Gerenstrom. Allie Lynn Jenny. Jeffrey Paul Jurisic. David Gregory Newton. Justin Lewis Belton. Tracy Lee Carter. Taylor Scott Davalos. Christian Paul David. Andrew Miles Ferguson. Jacob Wesley Frame. Eric J. Gray. Charles D. Kale. Amber Ann McCloskey. Aaron Philip Nestor. Maria Jeanette Panachon. Lucian John Stewart. Meredith Ruth Sussman. Matthew William Beck. Daniel Heath Bogus. Cole Ethan Bowers presents candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Geology. Philip Barker Broach. Megan Schliffler Bush. Eric Scott Drain. Robert Gerard Abeck. Katie Elizabeth Flowers. Megan Elizabeth French. Christina Lynn Hamilton. Carol Christian Kelly. Tyler J. Kincaid. Evan Charles Knight. Christopher Martin. Zachary Robert Morris. Justin Emmett Nichols. Corey Michael O'Malley. Scott Ryan Snyder. William Joseph Wheatley. Elizabeth Phones Wolf, Chair of History, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in History. Zachary J. Ackerman. David Isaac Bellin. Jeffrey Robert Bogart. Michael Paul Bolash. Gary Atwell Brown III. Ryan Cameron Brown. David Cannon. Kayla Ori Churchy, Myron Stanley Comstock, Andrew Stephen Conklin, Elizabeth Marie Cummings, Paige Renee Dalrymple, Thomas James Divins, Brian Michael Dixon, Ryan Robert Donovan, Matthew Bruce Ellis, Charles Gerald Albert Fultz, Michael Wayne Gallimore, Lynn Robert Granger, Adam Nathaniel Gregory, Andrew John Orr, Charles Andrew Hudson, Jonathan Huffman, Alexandra Jubia, Jonathan Bryce Lagaman, Jessica Marie Latham, Augustus Gregory Laurel, Carolyn Ann Leister, Alicia Christine Madonna, Sarah McNally, David James Nace, Timothy Wynn O'Rourke, Maureen Elizabeth Palmer, Lucas Allen Pennock, Alicia Dawn Phoebus, Anna Marie Mamie Powell, Jonathan Henry Prezalensky, Paul Jordan Puckett, Victor Michael Rendon, Carl Ross Rice, Casey Renee Riffle, Joseph Michael Salamone, Brendan Donald Schweer, Sarah Mary Cease, Timothy Edward Steer, Andrew Robert Thomas, Jeremy Waddell, Joe Hagan, Director of International Studies, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in International Studies. Bridget Joy Booth, Anthony Michael Botch, Joshua Lee Burleson, Sarah Jane Cordonier, Matthew William Glick, Sylvia Amelia Guerrero, Chelsea L. Hodgkins, Erica Pauline Henschke, Zachary Tyler Hanshu, Patricia Heinrich, Samuel Ben Ingber, Kristen Page Madron, Thaddeus William Joseph McLean, Aaron Ross Murdoch, Megan Marie Petrolo, Kylie Ann Sanders, Amy Josephine Shatter, James Philip Shanholzer, Genevieve Sarah Shapiro, Robert Thomas Stearns, Richard Tyler Underwood, Derek Frederick Whitlow, Nathan Scott Williams, Julianne Wisman, Eddie Fuller, Chair of the Department of Mathematics, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, and Bachelor of Arts in Industrial Mathematics and Statistics. Alora Ann Alonzo, John Robert Bassler, Peter Gomez, John Chilton Honecker, Cody Allen Hood, David Anthony Mann, Andrew Michael Tanner, Catherine Dolores Durko, Yuan Hugh, Clarissa Estep, Teaching Assistant Professor, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Multidisciplinary Studies. Kayla Beth Adams, Mohammed Mahdi Al-Baladi, Khalid Mohammed Al-Ghamdi, Majed Al-Ghamdi, Kelsey Allison, Stephanie Bissell Altman, Rachel Dorothy Ash, Mark Eric Asher, Greer Barnes, Julia Barreto, Beebe, Charles Sidney Beebe, Cheyenne Renee Benzo, David Allen Bernier, Andrew John Biederman, Tyler Day Bittenkurt, Tracy Danielle Bivens, Cassie Ray Bonnet, Danielle Marie Boulin, Frankie Lee Bowles Jr., William James Donald Bremner, John Thomas Brennan IV, Justin Matthew Browning, Rachel Marie Bruner, what do we got here? Michael Bryant, Leah Butcher Winfrey, Susanna Caranci, Anthony Joseph Casano, Darwin Cook, Kelsey Lynn Coyne, Erin Elizabeth Criswell, David Francis D'Amico, Rebecca Ann Darnell, Travis James Day, Garrett Henry Disson, Kiera Renee Dorsey, Kevin Richard Douglas, Bruce Michael Edgell, Cameron Pride Eilers, Nicole Danielle Everson, Chandra Ward Ezel, Gregory James Falcone, Kira Elise Farley, Michael Peter Fight, David Michael Fitzhugh, Adam Michael Foltz, Kristen Marie Fortson, Michael Christopher Frischia, Kara Nicole Geitch, Krista Catherine Gagan, Andrew Martin Garcia, Adam Harrison Holstein Glass, Robert Edward Glowacki, Kaya Nicole Harpool, Jilcell Jasmine Harris, Julie Conroy Higgins, Nathan Wayne Height, Jason David Hoffman, Julie Horowitz, Corey Randall Huntley, Kathleen Marie Hurley, Matthew Brady Henson, Jenna Marie Kalinowski, Michael Keach, Dennis M. Kalichla, James Andrew Kish, Alexis Nee Jean Kumar, Nicholas John Kudiak, Gary Thomas Howell, Jacob Richard Ladder, Sarah Frances Lauer, Peter Carl Lasitra, Chelsea Carolyn Linsky, Freddie Earl Little III, Cody Matthew Loy, Lisa Jane Ludlow, Brian Michael Mancia, Mercedes Nicole Martin, Alexander Matthew McKay, Ryan McLaughlin, Lauren Eileen McLaughlin, Robert Scott Michelle, Lucas Andrew Miller, Rihanna Lee Miner, Stephanie Marie Moore, Delonte Dwayne Moore, Eric Murray, Jonathan William Nagy, Ronald Charles Natali, Jamie Sue Owens, Brandon Lee Parsons, Brian John Passerini, Sarah Pearl Pettit, Chelsea May Phillips, Cassie Porter, Jesse Jones Reed III, Rebecca Nicole Reinhardt, Allison Noel Rhodes, Yolanda K. Rice, Stephen Paul Richmond, Erica Georgiana Schmidt, Miranda Adela Shaner, Catherine Joanne Sheehan, Courtney Marie Shires, Christopher Allen Sizer, Gregory Smethurst, Jennifer Leanne Stiles, Carly A. Straughter, Gregory Glenn Swartz, Sarah Talbot, Elliot Andrew Tiki, Sean Trabert, Jackson Cole Train, Thomas Van Ness, Elise Ann Walker, Peter Robert Walsh, Jessica Lynn Walmsley, Mark Vincent Weiner, Brian Thomas Ward, Emily Ann Wells, Matthew Randall Weston, Samuel Joseph Whalen, Anne Elizabeth Whalen, Brittany Ann Wilcock, Kevin Thomas Wanders, Chester Cameron Yaveri. Okay, yeah. You take a little break here? Bill Clark, Chair of Philosophy, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy. Anthony Michael Aldridge. Elisa Louise Clevenger. Brandon Douglas Cole. Andrew Sheridan Forshee. Sabrina Marie Garufi. Chalice Brianne Lang. Catherine Margaret Long. Robert Joseph Orlick. Nicholas Andrew Smith. Priya Julie Walya. Pisano? Daniel Pisano, Assistant Professor of Physics, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Physics. Ariel Camerona Crockett. Evan Geddes Graber. Scott Critchlow, Chair of Political Science, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Carolyn Danielle Bailey. Brianna Lynn Barnes. Jared Michael Bedakovich. Garrett Michael Black. Bridget Carolyn Boyd. Valen Kamey. Erica Ashley Cross. Alexa Erin Curley. Ashley N. Deem. Blair Andrew Denny. What is it? Yeah, right. Cassandra M. Duggan. Andrew Curtis Dunn. Nicholas Shea Farbatka. Ashley Nicole Filkins. Joseph Raymond Harmon. Eric C. Hott. Shelby Ann Hicks. John Robert Higgins. Matthew John Hyman. Erica Isabel Jensen. Charlie Benjamin Johnson. Seth Michael Johnson. Mercedes Jones. Colin Patrick Kennedy. Zachary John Krebs. Christopher Reese Ledden. Anna Christina Magestro. Philip Matthew Mintz. Megan Emily Moss. Kelly Lee Meor. Kelvin Owusu. Alexandra Victoria Palmer. Casey Brianne Parler. Dana Nicole Pachetti. Helena Brooke Pennington. Zachary Ryan Redding. Ronald Patrick Reed. Rosalind Elise Richard. Hannah Jane Schneider. Jared Clayton Searles. Samuel O'Kelly Siegel. Spencer Mark Smith. Aldo Raymond Pucci Jr. Mackenzie Hope Stutler. David Edward Ward. Troy Thomas Washam. Brittany Morgan Warsberger. Samuel Garrett Wyko. Tracy Morris, Chair of the Department of Psychology, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Olatoba Adewusi. Sydney Page Aliff. Dylan Connor Altizer. Matthew Ryan Awood. Shauna Lee Bandy. Charles Edward Bannock. Kayla Marie Barnoski. Sydney Michelle Borschman. Ashley China Bourgeois. Kyla Marie Brady. Caitlin Mae Brown. Erin Kathleen Bryant. Tiffany Jane Bunner. Laura Teresa Castona. Anna Casto. Alexis Taylor Clausen. Jessica Ann Close. Ashley Leanne Clauser. Olivia Suzanne Coppas. Courtney Craig. Abigail Bliss Krim. Sydney Michelle Chris. Corey James Cumston. Samantha Alexis Demira. Rachel Marie DeRoos. Brooke Caitlin Donahoe. Robin Michelle Drennan. Catherine A. Dosan. David Elias Eade Jr. Yadhisha Akaniaka. Amanda Jo Ernst. Amanda Lee Ferguson. Amanda Brooke Forsyth. Brian Matthew Gardner. J. L. Gould. Andrew Michael Greenbaum. I think he's got it. Katie Montana Hackney. Levi? Zachary Levi Haynes. Chelsea Karen Hamilton. Ethan Richard Oates. Trinity Rose Howell. Malik Montrell Hughes. Melanie Shaniza Hussein. Victoria Maria Iamateo. Tara Lynn Lewis. Dominique Simone Little. Kelly Melissa Madden. Allison Michelle Matlick. Heather Michelle McLean. Gabrielle Merindi. Chelsea Iris Moore. Reva Christine Morton. Michael Allen Mistol. Kendra Danielle Murray. Cassandra Nikki Noss. Brian Robert Olago. Christina R. Oravec. Payal Ponde. Dylan Lee Parsons, Alexandria Rose Parada, Emily Elizabeth Phillips, Kirsty Brooke Phillips, Danielle Lee Redmond, Vanya Reina Gonzalez, Ashley Elizabeth Reynolds, Nicole Marie Robinson, Carly Ann Rund Bacon, Miriam Eva Saxton, Lindsay Ann Smeltz, Shakira Lena Smith, Kimberly Danielle Sola, Maranjali Andrea Soto, Lindsay Bree Sutherland, Marley Cian Tanner, Kendra Lee Thorne, Andrew Alexander Weedfall, Kate Richardson Wernicke, Caitlin Taylor Westover, Stephanie Renee Willett, Madison Lee Wolf, Rose Wolf, Dana Renee Zastaki, Carol Hando, Director of the Regents of Bachelor of Arts program, presents degree candidates for the Regents Bachelor of Arts. Benjamin Maxwell Asher, Stephanie Barbion, Gina Marie Baraselli, Zachary J. Beebe, Robert Allen Bess, Tracy Brady, Trina Gail Cole, Matthew Mott Cree, Amanda Lee Cummings, Constance Ann Huber, Virginia K. Kendrick Courtney, Bradley William Lavender, Casey Renee Lovell, Philip Raymond Manzik, Timothy Michael Mason, Jordan Lee McCann, Jacqueline Ox, Rachel Marie Overfield, Ashley Renee Patton, Jason William Pennybacker, William Matthew Piggott, Gerard James Sample, Michael Scott Shannon, Elizabeth Rose Smith, Aaron James Smullen, Elisa Dawn Weaver, Andrew Joseph White, Charles Thomas Conklin, Billy Joe Hartman High, Joshua Matthew Keller, Ashley Klein, Eric Christopher Neely, Jessica Wallace, Erin Gale, Coordinator of Religious Studies, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies. Andrew Charles Ayers, Catherine A. Clark, Heather Victoria Hill, Heather Renee Moore, George Austin Mutz, Christopher Dennis Vickery, Linda Faris, Clinical Associate Professor of Social Work, presents degree candidates for the Bachelors in Social Work. Ashley Rose Bedell, Jody Suzanne Black, Julian Lee Capon, Stephanie Danielle Corley, Taylor Elise Coriel, Angela Nicole Dooley, Ann M. Jigaleski, Jessica Ann Embry, Rebecca Lynn Ferguson, Heather Lynn Fisher, Brianna Nicole Hardman, Chrisanne Janelle Holness, Casey Marie Kuhn, Alexis Kunkel, Gerard Ralph LaGuardia, Shannon Pauline Liu, Miranda Ray Miller, Cody Warren Moore, Maritza Munoz, Barsham Raquan Murphy, Ryan Wesley Niblin, Suzanne Jeanette Nodes, Megan Odell, Sally Ann Parker, Megan Elizabeth Purdy, Sarah Marie Rhodes, Jillian Marie Sammartino, Rihanna Lee Vogan, Chelsea Marie Wilfong, Corey Collier, Chair of Sociology and Anthropology, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree. Caitlin L. Adams, Pierre C. Albury, William Joseph Amos, Brittany Jean Andrews, Roger Edward Osherman II, Valerie Barber, Connor Allen Batten, Kyle Stephen Baxter, Mark Stephen Bleddy, Lauren Elizabeth Bolton, Adam Michael Barassa, Sarah Lynn Broski, Sydney Keiko Brown, Kiera Dawn Bernowski, Kelly Ann Butler, Brianna Rose Carlson, Kristen Catalano, Kelly Ann Caton, Sierra Brooke Clark, Aaron Bentley Kraft, Sarah Joanne Croy, Joseph Darrell Cunningham, Christopher Patrick Dang, Dylan Joseph Dehaw, Bradley Scott Delgatti, Riley Ann Dempsey, Christina Antoinette DiDiano, Caitlin Dawn DeFior, Emmett Barry Donovan, Ryan Michael Donovan, Courtney Lee Dunn, Jillian Scott Eggerud, Jack Joseph Eisenman. Patrick Fitz. Amanda Marie Fraticcioli. Ashley Alexis Freeland. Damian Alexander Fry. Tyler Burton Fuller. Jessica Lee Greenspan. Andrew Thomas Grenner. Heather Maria Grinstead. Brock Guzman. Jolene Michelle Hall. Richard Mason Hall. Morgan Taylor Harms. Caitlin Marie Henthorne. Tessa Dawn Holinger. Kingsley C. Iema. Christopher Michael Johnston. Matthew P. Kazmar. Marshall Tarlin Kessler. Matthew Michael Kilmer. Jared Ross Kinder. Megan Elizabeth Knapp. Samantha Therese Corba. Megan Jean LaRue. Danielle Marie Lawney. Raven Nicole Lee. Catherine Ann Lilydal. Eamon Emad Magid. Michael Maglisko. Megan Renee Martin. Matthew O'Brien McIntyre. Lori Robin McLaughlin. Tristan Menendez. Mark Thomas Michaud. Gregory Adam Monahan. Taylor Renell Moore. Ryan Joseph Moss. Leanne Caitlin Myers. Stephanie Renee Nagy. Amelia Catherine Nelson. Matthew Joseph Newman. Dalton Lewis Parsons. Danielle Lynn Prizzi. Brena Fusaya Ramirez. Christopher William Reif. John David Ridgway. Gregory Allen Riggs. Margaret Louise Russell. Cheryl Lynn Santamarino. George Arthur Seaman IV. Mark Henry Seckler. Jasmine Nefertiti Shepard. Samantha Diane Ciliani. David Harrison Slaymaker. Robert Joshua Smith. Mick Sullivan Snyder. Joshua David Sorensen. Jessica Lynn Sirocco. Everson Kent Stanton. Kate Elizabeth Sullivan. Wesley William Trosell. Richard Charles Viviani, Travis Paul Wagner, Darrell James Walters Jr., Christopher Thomas Widmer, Jonathan Russell Williams, Tony Colbert Yates III, Christian Cunningham Bonifond, Cassidy Harper Fisher, Corey Collier, Chair of Sociology and Anthropology, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and Anthropology. Brianna Hilaire Ambers, Trevor Ethan Anderson, David Allen Ash, Ryan Patrick Barrett, Nicholas Bark Bennett, Laura Ann Bright, Andrew James Denny, Emily Noel Eddy, Aaron Logan Ferguson, April Nicole Helmick, Angelica May King, Jessica Ann Koppel, Samantha Erin Moore, Tiffany Jo Robert, Lawrence T. Smith Jr., Christopher Kyle Swisher, Alexandra Frances Tate, Belin W. Teklesky, Jessica Elizabeth Tucker, Nicholas Vincent Vallone, Matthew John Webster, Molly Elizabeth Weisberg, Lacey Caitlin White, Alexander Glenn Winton, William Allen Wright, and now we present degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Women's and Gender Studies. Niera Shade Campbell, Heaven Marie McGee, Samantha Marie Moritz, Heather Leanne Utt, Angel Tunanetti, Chair of World Languages, Literatures, and Linguistics, presents degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in World Languages, Literatures, and Linguistics. Megan Diane Ulaine, Madison Elizabeth Baker, Alisa Colleen Bowman, Justine Marie Colland, Clemence Marie Caroline Credo, Amy Anna Emmert, Haley Marie Fleming, Robert J. Ford, Lauren Elizabeth Games, Holly Kathleen Gibson, Shannon Marie Gowdy, Lee Fern Hostler, Rebecca Kathy Newton, Emily Rebecca Orlikoff, Erin Jensen Reagan, Victoria Blackwell Rogers, Christian Allen Shingleton, Stephen Caleb Sorensen, Joseph Hatta, Tishiana Danette Velez Marquez. Meva Marianne Abutier. John Zachary Belasco. Caroline Bray Gerber. Emily Ann Oot. James Edward Orr. And Helena Van Thor.
Well, that was very exciting. And now, please welcome President Clements for the official conferral of degrees.
On behalf of West Virginia University, I'd like to thank all of the special guests who are here with us today, including Dr. Jenny Hunter Cervera. Graduates, as you distinguish yourselves in your career, you will also bring distinction to your alma mater. We are proud to associate our university's name with yours. So don't be afraid to be bold, don't be afraid to be criticized, and don't be afraid to take risks. Imagine the world that you want to live in, then work hard to make that vision a reality. Along the way, please keep in touch with your WVU mentors and friends and with the developments on our campus. Your college, led by Dean Bob Jones, is doing great things, and I can't wait to see where the journey takes you and how the tools you received at WVU help you to make your mark on the world. Congratulations and best of luck. Now, will the class of 2013 please stand? Candidates from the Eberly College of Arts and Sciences. As students in WVU's largest and most diverse college, you represent a wide range of disciplines. To whatever career you pursue, you will each bring certain qualities: the ability to think clearly, the ability to communicate effectively, to discover and analyze information, and to continue learning for a lifetime. Among you are future scientists, authors, educators, lawyers, doctors, and other professionals. Your studies in literature and the humanities, mathematics and the natural sciences, and social and behavioral sciences will prepare you for many careers. Just as important, it will prepare you for life, as an informed citizen, as an active community leader, and as someone who enjoys learning new things. As West Virginia University's newest graduates, always aspire to put your education to work, solving the world's greatest challenges. Continue to cultivate your global awareness and aim to create a more peaceful and just world. Constantly refine your abilities to uncover facts, analyze problems, and communicate clearly. Dream big and never stop learning. Share your pride in West Virginia University wherever you go, and act as ambassadors for WVU and the life-changing power of education. Now, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As West Virginia University's newest graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left side of your cap. Come on, we can do better than that. A little louder. Congratulations to you all, and let's go Mountaineers.
And now, you may see. To provide the alumni charge to our graduates, I invite to the podium Dr. Jennifer Robertson Honaker, an assistant professor in the C. Eugene Bennett Department of Chemistry and a 2008 graduate of Eberly College. Dr. Robertson Honaker is one of WVU's most inspirational and innovative teachers. To many students, introductory chemistry courses are among the most difficult challenge they face. Jen has tackled this problem head-on by developing laboratory and classroom exercises that incorporate real-world problem solving, which motivates students and supports higher cognitive learning. She's a teacher of teachers, successful in securing external funding to support her work, and very active throughout the state in encouraging young people to get interested in science. In 2013, Dr. Robertson Honaker was named a WVU Foundation Outstanding Teacher, one of the highest honors one can earn at WVU. Jennifer?
Thank you. It really is an honor to be here. And thank you, friends and family, for sharing these wonderful people with us over the past few years. It's been a privilege working for these students, and I appreciate it. On behalf of all graduates of the university who have preceded you, I extend to each member of the class of 2013 congratulations and best wishes. Today, you are joining a legacy of success that reaches back almost 150 years. Over that time, WVU graduates have succeeded in almost every field of human endeavor. They have been heroes in battle, they have lifted our spirits through the arts, they have revolutionized technology, they have saved lives, they have committed themselves to public service, they have explored the mysteries of our universe, they have built businesses, enterprises that employ thousands, and they have nurtured societies, they have nurtured society's next generation. The story of each graduate is unique. WVU has given you the tools to succeed, but you must each find your own path to success. With that in mind, I offer you this charge. As you enter one phase of your career, start learning what you need to advance to the next stage. When you set goals, be flexible, and don't be afraid to change your plan if circumstances warrant it. As you work toward your goals, don't forget to spend time nurturing relationships. As you develop your unique gifts, apply them in ways that make our world better. When you have to choose between thinking like the crowd or thinking for yourself, choose to be an innovator. When you have the chance to explore a new place or a new perspective, take it. As you travel the world, wear your flying WV with pride. And when people ask you where you learned to succeed, you tell them that you're a mountaineer. Once again, congratulations to you, West Virginia University's class of 2013. Thank you very much.
Class of 2013, parents, family members, friends, faculty, honored guests. Please rise as we join together in singing the words of our alma mater, written in 1938 by WVU graduate student Louis Corson. During the singing of the alma mater, it is customary for gentlemen to remove their caps. You'll find the words to the alma mater on the inside cover of the program. Now, at the conclusion of the alma mater, we will have an orderly recessional, followed by a reception in the Shell Building. There's really good food, it's beautiful, and I encourage you to take a few moments and come join the Shell Building. There are signs outside to it, but it's basically towards the Mon River and away from downtown, and is a building close by the Coliseum. It's easy to find. Very good.